Hey guys, so I'm here today with all new, all different Avengers number 3. So the comic is coming to a close as the team tries to take down Warbringer and stop him once and for all. So let's get started. The comic opens up with the whole Avengers team pretty much beating up Nova and kind of saying, I can't believe we trusted you, how could you do this to us? But as it turns out, Nova was actually hallucinating the whole time and he's actually drowning. But luckily for him, Thor saves him. After this, Iron Man and the whole team, like Falcon or Captain America, now are gonna go try and stop Warbringer, and he tells Miles, Kamala Khan, and Nova, all the kids to stay behind because he doesn't need any of that high school drama, and they all obviously say no, we're stronger in numbers and we're stronger as a team. So, once they go to stop Warbringer, he's opened up a portal to let the Chitauri army come in, but he notices that it's not the Chitauri army he knows, it's different armor and everything. Which, while he's wondering what's going on, he gets struck by lightning, which obviously comes from Thor, and he drops all the Chitauri artifacts he needs to gain ultimate power. So, the team does end up collecting all the parts and everything, and Iron Man ends up giving them to Miles Morales, and he's like, alright, so you're gonna have to put these together and destroy them when I tell you to. Miles is all confused, like, how am I gonna do this? I don't know what to do. He's like, well, just use your spider strengths and just calm down and just wait for my signal, put them together, and then destroy them. So they're pretty much counting on Miles here not to mess up. So it all ends up working. They try to stop him, but it doesn't work. So Nova takes it into his own hands and throws Warbringer into the portal, and Miles destroys the artifacts and it shuts down the portal. So they end up saving the day, and Warbringer is nowhere to be seen at this moment. But during all this, Iron Man's like, alright, so we really stepped our game up, we really worked as a team, and he's kind of talking about what Captain America told him about. There aren't any Avengers at this moment, it's only them. So he's like, we don't have any money, no equipment, at any time we could probably get killed, so who wants to join me as an Avenger? And they all raise their hand because that's all they've ever wanted, especially like Kamala Khan and Miles, who are like really big fanboys and fangirls. So after this, we do see Warbringer, and he's somewhere in the future, and he's kind of talking about, like, I'm Warbringer, I'm supposed to be this big dictator, and I'm supposed to rule the earth, and my name's supposed to echo through history. And these people are just looking at him like he's some crazy guy, and they pretty much end up killing him. They're like, fuck that guy, you know? He's no one. So, after this, we get to the epilogue of the comic where it turns out that Vision does know why Warbringer is there. If you remember in like the first and second issue, everyone was like, why is Warbringer here? What's he doing here? Well, it turns out that Nova does know why he's there, but he doesn't want to say anything because he's kind of ashamed, because it's really his fault. But Vision does save him early in the comic, and he's like, alright, Warbringer is on Earth because he has a big history with Nova, so it's really just because Nova is here. He didn't say like what Nova did or why he did it, but he pretty much saved Nova's ass. So they're kind of flying side by side, and Nova's like, I really appreciate what you did for me. And Vision entrusts him, and he's like, this is gonna be our secret right here, so long as you know that you are in my debt, so you owe me one. So Nova pretty much ends up getting blackmailed by Vision. So you know, he's in some deep shit here. And Nova just kind of stays in shock and stays behind while Vision just keeps flying ahead. So that was pretty much the comic. Overall, I really did enjoy this comic. It's definitely a lot better than the first two. I like what they're doing with the whole team dynamic and how they're working as a team as a whole. So I can't wait to see how the story goes on, and I do like the fact that they are the Avengers now because of what Nova did, whether it was good or bad, you know, that it ended up making a new Avengers team. So yeah, overall, I do give this issue a solid 8 out of 10, and I do recommend that you guys pick it up. And also remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and thanks for listening.